Oh boy, I'm not that.
Oh, it's so much fun. Nothing but the best to celebrate.
Hello, my rover friends, and welcome back to the Lucky 8 channel. We've had a bit of an issue when I was in Iceland. I lost all of the previous footage when the camera fell out the window because I didn't have my little runaway strap on it. We've lost the graphics getting done. It's tearing me up inside that I'm not able to share that. John Vidge came in and we did a whole thing on how to install it. And anyways, here we are. The show must go on. We need to have this car ready next week to go down Highway I-95 in our 5-speed. Disco, you are more than welcome to join me. All the route is posted on the website. Another thing that's kicking me in the pants is after driving this around for a couple weeks, the oil cooler lines are vomiting oil. So I looked at that, all right, that's not too bad of a job. We're gonna change those out. And then the valley pan gasket's vomiting. So for this video, it's the last minute here. I gotta leave shortly. We're gonna rip the top end off, clean it up the best we can. We're gonna put new gaskets in it and new oil lines. And if there's enough time, and there has to be enough time, I gotta install the high-end Amazon Bluetooth radio that we have so we can use CarPlay, or else I'm gonna be pulling my hair out. All right, wild video day. I need to get to work. Cue the intro. Right here, those are the oil cooler lines. You can see they are dripping feverishly, not too hard to get to. I'll just get the car, pick it up in the air. We'll access those from the top and the bottom. It'll be easy. So I'm gonna get the car on the lift. We're gonna rip apart the top of the motor first. That way we'll even have more room to the oil cooler lines. We're gonna do the valve cover gaskets and the valley pan gaskets. Fingers crossed, I don't find anything else in there. In reality, it's not a horrible job. It's just a job I don't want to do today. All right, truck, time to fly. Yep, for sure, that is the oil cooler line leaking. You can see it's right there at the seam and it is just spraying everywhere. And then looking up here, we can see the valve cover gaskets are dripping down. So good thing we're changing those. It's so convenient when the coolant hits the frame, the skid plate, the cooler lines. Well done. I love that there's no access point other than to throw it on the floor and hope. So I get to work around that for the rest of the day. Okay, now the hard part's done. We can move on to the top, start ripping that apart. You know what, guys? I'm gonna turn my frown upside down. I'm gonna get this hood out of the way because you haven't seen it. I've already tried to redo my hairline with that hook 3 times. So I'm gonna get the hood out of the way. We'll get tons of light in here, make my life so much easier. Oh boy, I'm not that strong. Not that strong. There we go. What we are looking at is speed and power right here. Speed and power. A little bit dirty, so I'm gonna get this off next. I'll set that aside, get it cleaned. You can see over here where it was trying to breathe, this little rubber hose is broken. We'll see if we can get that replaced in time. If not, I'm gonna do a better job sealing it up. So far, nothing scary. Now that we've got the upper plenum off, let's take a look and see if we can figure out where all the oil's coming from. Coolant is just run off from the hoses we disconnected. But if we're looking at this metal pan, what's left of it, it's all bubbled here. Yeah, and tons of goop. It's all squidging out, coming right down this seam, making a big old mess. So we're gonna get it cleaned up. We're gonna get this valley pan gasket replaced, and then we can seal everything up. This end seal has been in here quite a bit. These are supposed to be rubbery and soft. You can see there's where the oil is coming from. It's just brittle, there's cracks in it. Inside, not the cleanest I've ever seen, but it's definitely not full of sludge, so I'm happy about that. I'm gonna get it all cleaned up. We can get the new valley pan gasket on. Once that's in place and sealed, we'll pull the valve covers. I don't want to expose too much at the same time. That way I can get in there and clean, and clean. Got the passenger side pretty much cleaned up. Got a little bit more here I want to do, but I'm taking a break because this is arguably the worst part of it. Just the razor blade, removing the gasket piece by piece. Oh, it's so much fun. I can just imagine you guys want to be here doing this. All right, we're gonna fast forward. I'll get this all cleaned up and ready to reassemble.
Now that I got the surfaces all cleaned up, it's time to put in the new end seals and valley pan gasket. Okay, let the manifold sit for about 30 minutes. I'm gonna retorque everything down to 38 just to make sure it is even and happy. Then we're gonna start putting together some of the wiring, get that out of the way so that I can pull the valve covers off. We're gonna do the valve cover gaskets. The one in the back driver's side here is puking. Might as well fix that. Then we can really start focusing on reassembling everything. I'm feeling a lot better than I was 3 hours ago. right, with my valve covers all installed, I'm gonna move on to the oil cooler lines while we have a ton of room right here to work with. This is gonna be easy. There they are. Move that hose out of the way. There's the two nuts that we can take off from the oil filter housing. And then we'll trace them up. One of them goes right here, and the other one goes down there. Definitely the oil cooler line was bad. They should not be able to rotate. This clamp over time has given up the ghost, and you can see it was just pouring out of it. That's where I'm thinking most of the oil was going. Same thing with this. Not real happy, and you can see leaking all the way down. Definitely glad we did those. Not happy about having oil everywhere. Did I mention I miss working on the Octa? Clean, new? No, I forgot to mention that? Well, I do. All right, home stretch now. Button everything back up. Let's fire this machine up. It has been a long go, but everything's back together, and actually I feel like I did a better job. A lot of the vacuum lines now have zip ties on them, so in theory it should run even better. I'm gonna crank it over. We're gonna leave the fan off just to make sure there's no coolant leaks, and I'm expecting it not to fire up right away because we took apart the fuel lines. Little stutter, little miss, and then should run like a dream. Wish me luck. Running a wee bit high. Here it goes, calming down. A little bit of smoke. I'm gonna open the door. Gonna burn off all the crap we dropped in the exhaust. But so far, so good. I am just tickled at how this engine is running. I know it's last minute, and I am so thankful I did the work. I'm gonna get the hood on, take it for a test drive, and if everything's good, I'm gonna buy myself the finest bottle of wine my buddy Jay has. Kind of do it like it's opening, right here on the plastic. Gentle, gentle. Let me get one started, and then let me get two started. Job done. Let's get it outside, take it for a ride. And we are off in the 95. So smooth. It ran good before. I'm not gonna take anything away from it, especially at 230,000 miles, but it just feels to have a tiny bit more pep, and it sounds like it's running on all 8. All right, my friends, next stop, we're gonna get that bottle of wine, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day. I 'll 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 'l 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 '
nothing but the best to celebrate.
I am so pleased with the way the disco is running. All right, my friends, thanks for watching.